Alrighty, we're recording. So, hi you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new reaction video. And you guys requested me to check out a video called Times Shaq Disrespected NBA Players. So, yeah, I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into this video. Alright, you guys.
Twitter beefs, memes, diss tracks. Shaq's known to disrespect whoever. Sometimes it got so bad, he ended careers. Shaq and JaVale McGee's beef got pretty bad. Like, Shaq's own mom had to get involved bad. The drama started on Shaq and a Fool, where JaVale was constantly being used as a punching bag. Shaq and the guys would bash JaVale on air and put his mistakes out there for millions to see.
Oh, post him up, JaVale. Post him up, JaVale. Hold him off. Hold him off.
Some time went by, JaVale joined the Warriors, and he started playing the best games of his career. But the second he made one mistake, the boys put him on blast again.
JaVale McGee throws out a crazy alley-oop on an invisible mini-hoop out of bounds.
I thought you said JaVale McGee wasn't going to be on anymore.
You did.
Come on, he did that to himself.
Oh, his birthday. Oh.
Okay,
When JaVale first saw this, he was ready to square up with Shaq, but, being across the country is not an option. So JaVale brought out his Twitter fingers, and he started taking shots at Shaq. JaVale called him out saying, "Shaq, get my nuts out your mouth and eat a d." That is all. But if you know Shaq, he takes everything personal. Whenever Shaq starts, he finishes. And that's exactly what he tried to do to JaVale's career. Shaq clapped back saying, "Now since you on a good team, you want to act like you a player now. Stop it. You will only be remembered for Shaq and a Fool, bum ass. Don't be acting like you a G. I'll smack the shit out of your bum ass. You the one that be looking
Shaq? What happened?
stupid with your dumb ass bum ass."
I need to follow Shaq.
Then JaVale responded with, "You've had these nuts in your mouth for 5 or 6 years now. You thought I was just gonna stay silent? And you already know Shaq had to do him dirty." He literally photoshopped JaVale on a homeless man. And then JaVale's teammate KD had to step in because, he just likes Twitter.
JaVale he works extremely hard.
Yeah, shout out to JaVale.
He's done so much for us as a player. He only wants to be
I don't
respected.
feel like he's bullying.
Shaq works for a company that wants him to do that type of stuff and make fun of players. It's cool and funny, but when you just keep doing it time and time and time again, and then a guy actually disagrees with you, when you threaten them, I ain't no cops can threaten civilians like that.
And you're tripping if you thought Shaq would be alright with this. As soon as he saw KD's interview, he tweeted out, "Mind your own business. This ain't for you. I understand you're sticking up for your teammate. That's cool. But your boy JaVale is still a bum. He started it. I'ma finish it." Dude, things got so bad and went so viral, Shaq's own mom had to get involved. And when that phone rang, Shaq had to draw the line.
Didn't it get out of hand,
No,
Shaq, when your mom has to step in and his mom is stepping in?
It didn't get out of hand, but my mother is someone who I love and respect, and she told me to stop it and don't bring it up again, so I'm not going to talk about it ever again. His name won't ever come out of my mouth ever again.
Earlier this year when Shaq took shots at Rudy Gobert, it shocked everyone. But not many people know this beef started over 2 years.
So they didn't solve it, really. If they see each other, what's going to happen? I want people to solve it, not just leave it in the air like that.
Years ago. Back in 2019, Shaq made fun of Rudy for crying after he was snubbed from the All-Star game.
There is no crying in basketball, Rudy. Man up.
Nah, come on, Shaq. You gotta
Rudy never responded to Shaq, nor have they ever played against each other, so the situation kind of came out of nowhere. Shaq decided the year was too long in between sending some shots, so he started going at him again. When Shaq appeared on the All Things Covered podcast, the topic of Rudy Gobert's contract extension came up. Rudy recently signed a 5-year deal worth $205 million. That's the biggest deal for a center in NBA history. He can make $46 million in 2025 alone. That's nearly $20 million more than any season in Shaq's prime. And clearly, Shaq took some offense to this.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that contract?
Yeah,
Rudy,
Wait, what did they say about Shaq's contract? That's $1 million suit there. It's shiny. He can shine like that.
That's nearly $20 million more than any season in Shaq's prime.
You guys are like, talk for yourself, Milo. How many times I'm sorry? This suit distracting me.
That's nearly $20 million more than any season in Shaq's prime. And clearly, Shaq took some offense to this.
Oh, yeah, what do you think about that contract?
Yeah,
Rudy, I mean, he got 200 million, Shaq.
200.
I'm not going to hate, but this should be an inspiration to all the little kids out there. If you average 11 points in the NBA, you can get 200 million.
But Shaq didn't stop there. He went to his Instagram and posted this Photoshop picture of Shaq dunking on Rudy with the caption, "I would have had 45 points, 16 rebounds, 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He would have had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and fouled out in 3 quarters. I'm a G." And Rudy tried clapping back, but those tweets didn't end up anywhere. Shaq and Damian Lillard's beef got so bad, it turned into a rap battle. It all started when Dame showed up on Joe Budden's podcast. He was there to promote his upcoming album, but, you know, being an NBA player, Dame was asked how he stacked up to other MCs in sports. And when asked to compare his rap career to Shaq, Dame didn't hold back.
You think you got better music than Shaq?
I think I rap better than Shaq.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
This set up one of the most entertaining beefs in sports history. Shaq heard Dame talk his trash, but instead of calling him out on Instagram, he went ahead and made a diss track.
Now it's time to be disciplined. It's time to pull up that belt and whoop a little ass. Here we go.
Saying things like, "Take your time to respond, there's no hurry. You'll never be Westbrook, never be Curry. What's in your wallet? American Express or Visa? Talking like you Brian, you ain't even Trevor Ariza." Ooh, Dame heard this, and you know, like most rappers would do, he came at Shaq even harder, dropping a diss called "Rain, Rain, Go Away." You already know Dame took this beat personally, but he knew how great he was, so he wasn't scared to show someone like Shaq his skill. Dropping bars like, "He say he the GOAT, I come for his body. Platinum cause he bought all the copies. I fill the tank up with diesel. You jealous of me and I see you. Cause on this day, originals just can't f with the sequel." Ooh, the Dame went even crazier, saying, "It'd be wise to move on, Aristotle, cause it's a gimme. All the money in the world, but traded you for penny." Ooh, damn, ooh, Jesus, on fire right now. Huh, I'm sweating. Look, I don't care how great Shaq was in the NBA. This is the one time he couldn't defend himself. Shaq lost this one. Now, when it comes to players beefing with Shaq, no one's safe. Not current players, not legends. Shaq doesn't care. He'll chew you up and spit you out. And as soon as Scottie Pippen took a single shot, Shaq tried to put his career in a hearse. It started in 2015. Shaq put up this picture of the best Lakers and the best Bulls ever. And it was captioned, "We'd beat them by 50. What do you think? Let me know, don't hold back." And Scottie Pippen saw this post and he felt disrespected, so he responded with a post of his own. This time a pic with him and MJ, caption, "Sorry Shaq, I don't get caught up in hypotheticals. All I know is we won 6 titles, twice the amount you claim while in LA. Ooh, I don't think Shaq gonna be happy about this one. Yeah, Shaq was mad. That's why he went so reckless at Scottie on the Dan Patrick show.
It was the 5 best Lakers and the 5 best Bulls, and I said we beat them by 50. That's how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. I didn't say, "Hey, at Scottie Pippen, we'll beat you guys by 50. I just said, "I'll beat you by 50. Now, he made it personal when he said, "Oh, at Shaq, hey, I don't believe in hypotheticals." So he swung first, so I'm going to swing second, and I'm going to swing last because I don't let bums disrespect me. Yeah, he was a great player, but I'm the bridge, he's the water. He will always be under me.
But the beef was just getting started. Immediately after this, things on Instagram heated up between the two. Shaq posted the same pic that Scottie had posted, but he photoshopped MJ's face on him and said, "Sorry, Scottie Pippen, I don't believe in hypotheticals either. This guy did most of the work. Remember, I was Batman, you was Robin. I was Puffy, you was Mace." Ooh, and you think it'd be over after that, but Shaq was just living in Scottie's head rent-free. Later that day, Scottie responded one last time with the one thing he had on Shaq, rings, saying, "Game over, Shaq. All that ever mattered to me is winning. We did plenty of that in Chicago." But you know, Shaq always got the last word. He posted Scottie's face, edited onto a fiddle, and said, "The great Michael Jordan got you 6 rings. You'll always be remembered as Mr. Second Fiddle. Second behind him, second behind me. Game ain't over till I say so." Damn, Shaq heard me saying all that. Now, probably the most infamous beef involving Shaq was between him and Dwight Howard, and their situation has been going on for over a decade. Dwight was drafted to the Magic, dressed up as Superman for the dunk contest, and eventually joined the Lakers. But that's also exactly how Shaq's career went. Drafted to the Magic, joined the Lakers, nicknamed Superman. It's a little weird, Dwight. So Shaq felt Dwight was doing everything to replace his legacy. Now, even though Dwight was a really good player, Shaq didn't give him any credit whatsoever. In 2012, Dwight's stats were better than any big in the league at the time. But Shaq wouldn't let anyone label Dwight as the best.
Dwight Howard is the best big man in the game.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Listen, you need to stop that. You need to, hey,
listen,
you need to let this Superman hatred go.
It ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't got nothing to do with it.
You know exactly got to do with it.
Bynum is a true big man. Back you down, jump hook. Dwight Howard has one or two moves on the block. His one move is to run and jump hook, and the other move is to pick and roll, get it slam.
And he's going to get the same number of points. He's a much better defender and a much better rebounder.
No way.
I tell you what.
I'm sorry, like, these people in the back, like, do they get paid to be in the back, or these people just are like this? Serious question.
He's a much better defender and a much better rebounder.
No way.
I tell you what.
But that wasn't it. The Lakers recently signed Dwight for the 2019 season, and when TMZ asked...
Hey, I'm not American, so maybe it's, like, different. I don't know.
Shaq what he thought about it? Well,
I'm sure people are like that here, too.
Lakers just signed Dwight Howard. How do you feel about that?
Who?
Dwight Howard. You don't know?
Shaq's always just been petty when it comes to Dwight. Even during situations where it literally has nothing to do with Dwight at all, Shaq would still bring him up. Like this one time when Kobe did an interview, he claimed that he'd have 12 rings if Shaq hit the gym more, stayed in shape, wasn't lazy, all that. Somehow, that turned into Shaq dissing Dwight. When Shaq first saw this, he responded to Kobe and defended himself. And a lot of people thought it was turning into a beef between those two, but they addressed it on Twitter and claimed there was no beef. And instead, this is where Shaq decided to turn it into a situation about Dwight. This guy said D-White. The beef with these two is just out of hand. Shaq wouldn't even let Dwight celebrate the biggest moment of his career. After the Lakers won the championship, Dwight was posting pictures, videos, and he even gave an emotional speech. But Shaq said this about the guy.
You know what I don't like as a player, though?
What's that?
So a lot of players on their little Instagram bragging like they were the reason they got the championship. Sit your ass down. You didn't do nothing. Stop it.
But I already know what you're talking about.
You know it too.
I know you know who I'm talking about. Stop it. Front runner, post one pick and sit your ass down.
Shaq and Charles Barkley have disrespected each other a ton throughout their careers. But back in 1999 is where their beef really started. But see, you know, they moved past this, somewhat. Now they're teamed up on Inside the NBA where they debate things live. And plenty of moments over the years got completely out of control. Like back in 2017, when Shaq agreed LeBron needed some help added to the Cavs. Charles disagreed since Cleveland had just won a championship, but Shaq took things very personally.
You played for a team that had Big Four. You forgot about that?
Big Four.
You, Akeem, Scotty.
First of all,
it doesn't matter.
That wasn't even close.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's not even close.
It doesn't matter.
We were all old men way past our prime.
It doesn't matter.
This guy just won the championship. He got a young Kyrie Irving and a terrific Kevin Love. And
yeah,
now,
but it takes more than that to win the championship.
They just won the championship. What do you mean it takes more?
Okay.
They just won the championship.
First of all, you know nothing about going back to back. I do and Kenny do.
Now, in most debates between these two, it always ends with Shaq yelling as loud as he can. And when Charles tried to give his opinion on the
when someone state a fact and they respond with like something, you know, like a comment that had nothing to do with what he just said, kind of.
2018 playoffs, Shaq was not messing around.
He ain't got to repair nothing. You got to stop babying your players. You got baby, that's why you ain't win.
He got the. I didn't have Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant carry me up and down the court.
So why you not Hall of Fame? Because I got 3 Finals MVP, Chuck.
Because you
Google me, Chuck.
Everybody
Google me,
you were a great
you
player.
see that?
Everybody
Google
know
me.
you were a great player.
You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to
No,
he ain't got to repair nothing. He got to step up and play.
We all didn't have other players carrying us up and down the court. You can yell as much as you want to.
I got 3 Finals MVP. How many
you were a great player.
There's even been times where these two almost fought on air. Like in 2019 when Charles started calling Shaq names.
Mr. Sensitive. No, ain't no Mr. Sensitive. Okay. Do it again. I'm telling you right now.
Nah, he's
Don't you want to weigh in on this? No, I don't want to weigh in.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Shaq.
You know it all. Mr. Sensitive. No, I ain't sensitive. I'm going to knock your ass out. I'm telling you right now.
Shaq takes his opinion seriously, especially when it comes to the playoffs and winning championships. And whenever Charles tries to get in the way of that, Shaq lets him know the two of them aren't on the same level. A few years ago when the Cavs were in the finals, Shaq didn't hold back when Charles interrupted him.
Another must-win for Cleveland.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't want to mess around, Chuck? You have no idea what we're talking about.
It's a real must-win for Boston.
Because you've only been to the finals once. So you don't know.
I wasn't riding on Dwayne Wade's and Kobe's coattails.
Doesn't matter, Chuck. I got the same thing you got, and I passed you up 10 years ago.
Just letting you know. Anyway, if I had been riding on Kobe's coattails, Dwayne Wade's, and Alonzo Mourning's, too. I forgot about him.
Must win for those guys. Everybody knows you're a bum.
Rick Fox.
People question why you in the Hall of Fame anyway.
Why did that get so personal? We're just talking about Game 5.
No, because Chuck always interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Chuck. I'm going to punch you right in your face, my guy. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right, we're going to be moving some furniture.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to throw one of these chicken wings at your fat ass.
Okay.
You going to grab it like one of those birds do.
You going to do what?
Come on, man. Quit screwing around. I got it, man.
Yeah.
No, come on, man.
You don't want to get on this old suit Kenny got on.
Papa was a roller.
Shaq can say all of these crazy things because, well, he's got the rings to back it up. Even when he was overweight, he was still a dominant force. But these guys, they let themselves go and haven't been the same since. Some of these guys gained hundreds of pounds, became criminals, armed robbers. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, one thing, like, they're all successful. Like, Shaq, he don't, like, they don't really have anything to prove, some of them. I mean, especially Shaq, like, everyone knows how great he was, and it's really no point of arguing. I mean, it's fun when you joke and stuff like that. When it gets too serious, like, it's not worth it. And why did they do Harden like this? Come on. But, yeah, share your opinion. Where do you think the line goes? From, like, being disrespectful and joking, or is there no fine line? Like, when it comes to jokes, like, in comedy, like, when you starts to have these, put up these lines, you kind of ruining, but this is not comedy, though. Because I love when it's open, it's raw, it's, like, you have to have some thick skin, and, yeah, you see, like, who gets sensitive. Even though I feel like Shaq, he looked kind of sensitive, like, when people answering back. But then I believe him when he say that he will beat you up. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling right now. But I did hear, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video.